Typical triathlons are held on paved roads, well-worn trails, and after a while can actually start to be a little bit boring. We start to lose that challenge and that connection with the wild environment. We have a piece of land in Northeast Michigan, insulated from excessive development, not on anyone's radar, and sadly in need of infrastructure improvements. All of these elements led me to the vision of the most rugged race held in the Midwest.
Rockport is one of Michigan's most pristine, untouched, undeveloped state parks. It is a state recreation area, which means it's a little bit different than a state park in that there are so many activities that you can do there. You can hike, you can bike, you can fish, you can even hunt. But some of my favorite things involve just the lay of the land. The topography is without equal. You have pristine forests, and when I say pristine, I mean one of Michigan's last remaining stands of white pine, timber grove that you can walk through. It's amazing. There's a ghost village on the property. Then you also have it paired with this post-apocalyptic environment of the abandoned limestone quarry. And when you step foot into the quarry, you feel like you really have gone onto an extraterrestrial universe. It's just barren. The only thing that are surviving are some scrub cedar trees. And when you run through there, you ride your bike through there, it really feels like you are trying to get somewhere in survival mode. It's really phenomenal. So to have those things available to us all within this one property is really, really special. Since Rockport was designated as Michigan's 100th state park, it hasn't really been given an appropriate budget because there are so many demands around the state for other areas. Rockport has kind of been put on the back burner, but that doesn't mean that it's not worthy of help. So one of the reasons why Rockport Rugged is so important as an event is to help raise funds to keep the park accessible in a safe way for visitors. And we have people coming to the park from all over. We have geology groups that come up from other states that come to Rockport just to have the fossil hunting experience in this post-apocalyptic limestone quarry where they can find 400-million-year-old fossils from the Devonian period. It really is unique. We have people coming all the time from everywhere. We want them to have a good experience at the park, which means that funding is necessary to make sure that some of the park infrastructure makes the visit safe for these folks.
Friends of Rockport is a nonprofit 501c3 that supports the DNR in their efforts to develop the park and provide educational opportunities for visitors to the park. We've got a lot of big ticket items that we like to work on since it is a new park that came up in 2012. So we've got pier restoration, we'd like to add a campground, a visitor center. The purpose behind Xterra is to help us raise money so that we can pursue matching funds to get these projects done at the park.
Working closely with the Michigan DNR, we were allowed the opportunity to create this unique, rugged triathlon experience, with all the proceeds going to the Friends of Rockport group so we can benefit the park at the same time. We brought in 3 disciplines race management company to take care of the logistics. We wanted everything to run smoothly, and the only thing left to stop you is you. This race course is unlike any you've ever seen before. Swimming taking place out in Lake Huron, the big lake, not knowing what type of conditions we might run into. Climbs up stone gravel piles that have been there for decades. Working back through the quarry, both on your bike and on foot. Trails through the woods. One of my favorite parts of the bike course is the rim trail, where you can expect to see drops of upward to 50 feet very, very near your front tire.
This race is respectful to the park and critical to helping us raise funds to improve the experience for all our visitors.
So one of the reasons why we are so interested in making sure that the Friends Group has the funding to keep this place safe for visitors is because the experience is so unique. And when you run Rockport Rugged, there's nothing else like it. You're running over rocks, you're running over roots, you're running along the Lake Huron shoreline. Could be sand, could be boulders that you have to jump over. There could be mud pits. The property has over a dozen sinkholes. I mean, it really is something unique. You're not going to find an experience like this anywhere else. At Rockport, you can find your explorer spirit, and I can't think of a better way to showcase what this property has to offer than a rugged triathlon.
Rockport offers you something more. The Xterra designation proves that. It's not just a run or a bike or a dip in the lake, it's a test. It's an adventure, and it's a story that you can tell your friends. Will you crush trails?
Or commune with nature.
Rockport Rugged. It isn't a question of whether or not you'll finish, but will you finish before the cutoff time?